holy hand grenade. That's what my brother-in-law calls this, and rightfully so. First of all, this is just one bad-ass looking bottle. This thing just looks so cool. I've never seen another bottle looking like this. Whoever designed this, you deserve a Bud Light, my friend. Actually, you don't deserve a Bud Light. You deserve better than a Bud Light. You deserve like some fancy Innocent Gun rum cask beer or something. But anyway, I digress. You get what the point I'm trying to make is. But yeah, Blanton's, like, what a cool looking bottle. Like, this thing is just absolutely legendary. Holy hand grenade is like the best word I've heard for this bottle. It's so cool. So what I'm trying to say is the boys south of the 49th parallel in America, they know what's up and what's a good bourbon. But yes, Blanton's Distilling Company, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It says on the bottle, this bourbon whiskey dumped on 8-12-21, so that's when this bottle is from barrel number 1125, stored in warehouse H on Rick number 7, I don't know what that means, individually selected, filtered, and bottled by hand at 93 proof. So this is a 93 proof bourbon, 46.5%, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It goes on to say, we believe this is the finest bottle of whiskey ever produced. I mean, that's a bold claim, but okay, I digress. I'll keep reading. Affording you extra flavor, banquet, and character. Banquet, that's interesting. Blanton Distilling Company, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 750 milliliters. I mean, okay, first of all, we believe this is the finest bottle of whiskey ever produced. I mean, actually, like, really? The finest bottle ever produced? I mean, like, I can go buy Macallan 25 if I want to spend $3,000 on a bottle. Macallan 25 is going to be better than this. There's also, I mean, there's a number of scotches back there, and not counting the ones you can't see because they're in the secret whiskey room hidden away from view. Portwood 21 by Balvenie, Doublewood 17 by Balvenie. Sorry, Blanton's, but those bottles are going to be better whiskeys. Let's just leave that there. So, I mean, finest bottle of whiskey ever produced might be a little bit of a stretch. Definitely one of the best bourbons, I think, on the market right now. There's a reason why this is always sold out or impossible to find. I mean, depending on where you're located, this is really difficult to find. I've never seen this ever in Manitoba, ever. This bottle is actually itself from Alberta. It's from BSW. It wasn't even on the floor. This is actually another one of the bottles that belongs to my brother-in-law. He got it because he got into an in-depth conversation with one of the guys at BSW Liquors. Yeah, BSW. Pretty sure that's what it's called. BSW, and he was talking about bourbons, and the guy was like, "You know, we got some stuff in the back. I'm like, you interested?" It was almost like it was a drug deal from how I heard the story. It's like, you want a little something? You want something in the back? Want to bring it out for you? And he brought out the Blanton's, and they didn't even have it listed either on their website or on the floor. It was kind of like, if you know, you know. So my brother-in-law scored this. And then since then, I've seen it twice on the BSW website. Both times from when I saw it, an hour later, it was sold out. And both times, I failed to cop a bottle because I suck. Both times were like, one was like 11 in the morning and the other time was like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. And I thought, you know what, I'm busy at the moment. I'm busy, I'm stupid, I got things to do. And then like I check an hour later and it's sold out. So next time I see that, I'm probably going to order myself a bottle, just because it's so hard to get and I've learned my lesson. Fool me once, shame on you Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, I'm just an idiot. I should just give up the hobby altogether. So, yeah. There's a reason why I went on this little tangent of why this stuff is so hard to get. It's because it's awesome. So, also, like, these little stoppers that are always apparently different on different bottles, like, that's just cool. Like, this thing is heavy. And the bottle is just, this bottle is just cool, man. Like, the holy hand grenade, like, man, this thing looks like I just want to, like, lob it over a wall and have it explode on some bad guys on the other side. Just a little kiss there for BLANTON'S. So, I'll throw it up there on the screen right now. The notes, I'm smelling like cherry. Could be maraschino, but it's almost like a blend of like maraschino and dark cherry. Like, it smells rich. It smells nice. It's very, very nicely flavored on the nose. Like, I could just stand here smelling this for like the next 10 minutes. That's a nice smell. This is another one where it's almost like, I mean, obviously, if it's not in the Glencairn glass, that helps the scent. You're not going to smell as much, but it kind of reminds me of, like, I wish I could have it smell like this in my house, although people would think, if they smelled this when they came over to your house, they'd think you're an alcoholic. May or may not be true, but it almost reminds me of, like, if you know Tom Ford scents, it almost smells like some of the cherry colognes that he has, like Lost Cherry. It smells kind of like Lost Cherry a little bit. All right, Kyle, enough of the smelling this here. You ever gonna drink this or what? Okay, enough's enough smelling it. Time to taste. Man, that's good. I know if you're coming from a bourbon standpoint, it's not super unique. I mean, again, I'm not a huge bourbon connoisseur, so to me, I haven't had anything that's extremely like this. It's, I mean, for it being 46% isn't that strong at all. But it's just, I really like the flavor of this. I really like the cherries, the deep cherry flavor. It also tastes as how it smells. I really like that. I can't think of a lot of other whiskeys in general or bourbons that have that hardcore cherry taste. It is good. Like, when I think of like Old Forester, or, I mean, Knob Creek is just cheap whiskey, but yeah, it's just, this is very good. Like, this is very rich. I really like this. Like, this is one of my favorite bourbons I've ever had. I would say, other than, I mean, like Maker's Mark, this is just a whatever bourbon that a lot of people mix. Knob Creek people mix. Old Forester you wouldn't mix. What else we got here? Don't really have that many other crazy bourbons here. Like, there's this Kentucky Straight Bourbon, but I haven't done a video on that one. Honestly, like, this stands kind of on its own. I really like this. Some people would say it's like, it's ho-hum, whatever, but like, I really like it. I think it's really unique for what it is. It's really enjoyable. If you like cherry, you'll really like this. Yeah. That's good. I definitely recommend the BLANTON'S. If you can find it, get it. just because of all the hype. If you see one, buy it, because they're so hard to find. If anything, it just looks awesome as part of the collection. It's, if you can only have one bourbon, I mean, I guess I would say this one. I do really like just the regular Woodford's Reserve. That's probably, if I had to buy a bourbon, that's my go-to. But this one is a little bit different. It's a little bit more unique than Woodford's, and like very few people are going to have this. Again, it depends on where you live. It's harder to find. But if you can get it, buy it. You won't regret it. It's good to just have it for a while, have it for special occasions. Definitely a buy.
Definitely a buy.
Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. Anytime you spend watching these videos, I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get better and better. We'll try and keep doing this again. Until then, we'll see you in the next one.